I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Monday, October the 2nd, really getting into the fall here, but we've got a fresh week. We're not having to fight off all the negativity from a so-called bearish cattle on feed report like we had last week. We've got a lot of cattle to sell. We've got big runs coming up with predominantly calves, but we're having a lot of reputation calves coming to town and guys getting ready to buy those. We've got harvest in full swing now. And we've got a lot of wheat sowed in the southern plains and a lot of good moisture on it. So setting up for a good week here with a lot of demand but a lot of supplies too, and we'll see who wins out. Look at the board for last week. December live cattle into the week at 115.25, down 217 for the week. October feeder cattle into the week at 152.25, down 385 for the week. Fats through Thursday, they had only sold 37,300 head in the 5-area feeding region, which is really light, but had some more good cleanup trade on Friday at the same price levels at that 108 live and 172 on a dress basis. And when it's all said and done, it looks like your weighted average price on a live basis is going to be a pinch lower, probably less than $1, getting down there under 108, because we didn't get that 109, 109.50 like we had the previous week, but we had a lot of 108, and it'd still be in there steady the week really. And your dressed prices, the weighted average there is going to be higher than the previous week because we had predominantly 172 instead of the 170, 172 spread that we had the week before. But your slaughter hit a record for the year. Again, we've been breaking that here every couple of weeks so far, but the biggest slaughter for a week's basis there last week that we've had so far this year at 648,000, which was 11,000 more than the previous week and 33,000 more than the same week a year ago. Box beef cutout values, average trade for the week on a choice cuts 195.81 up 383, and selects 190.30 up $1.86. Real-time index ended the week last week at 153.61. So that's pretty good based on an 800-pound steer there, but your markets for last week really ended kind of unevenly steady. Remember, we had all that pressure early in the week. There was still really good demand for a big yearling steer weighing over 8, and I mean a true yearling steer, and we'll continue to see that for true yearlings because our runs are going to be predominantly calves and progressively more as we keep going through here, but just not going to be any true hard long-tailed yearlings to feed. But when a guy sees them, he sure wants to get in and buy them because they'll perform so much better than those calves. But Monday's sales have some catching up to do because remember, the board was down to limit starting out last Monday, and it really was tough on your Monday sales. So even though I don't think the market's a whole lot better, your Monday sales have some catching up to do, so we should see those big volume sale barns quoting prices that are in trends that are quite a bit higher than last week. Look at a quote last week out of the Imperial, Nebraska auction market there, where they hosted that qualifying event for the World Champion Livestock Auctioneer. And they had a heck of a sale there and good prices throughout, but one stick-out sale I saw was 188 steers weighed 811 at just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon at 160.75. That's your feeder flash for Monday.